A day after President Uhuru Kenyatta passionately defended the debt Kenya incurred in the construction of the standard gauge railway, among other infrastructure projects, the Public Investments Committee of the National Assembly has resurrected the ghost of the standard gauge railway loan agreement. Committee Chairman Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir calling on whoever wins the presidential election in August to reverse the contract to protect the assets of Kenya Ports Authority. He has also called on the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to launch a probe. Olive Burrows with the details.
In an exit report on 30 state parastatals, the Public Investments Committee Chairman Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir, who aspires to be the next governor of Mombasa, divulged the details of the standard gauge railway contract. And according to the report, the Kenya Ports Authority's assets are on the line should the government of Kenya default.
Each of the borrowers, in this case Kenya Railways and Kenya Ports Authority, agree that any proceedings against them or any of their assets, present or future, in connection with the agreement, no immunity from such proceedings shall be claimed by it or with respect to its assets, and they irrevocably waive any right of immunity, whether characterized as sovereign immunity or otherwise.
The committee calling on whoever forms the next government to reverse the contract.
I want to be very, very clear. These are issues that we did not dream of or anything else. These contracts are there.
The committee has also called on the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to carry out its own independent investigation and ascertain the facts.
The EACC now needs to get to the bottom of it. Secondly, the executive and whoever will be the executive has to reverse this kind of contracts.
The committee has also called on the Auditor General to carry out a special audit into the Lamu port, given contracts were signed at the ministry level and the terms could mirror those of the SGR.
The AG has gone to court to deny that this document should be made public. However, KPA themselves are being told to guarantee and to be called a borrower on a loan where they don't even know details of. So we asked the management. They do not have a copy of that contract. The management of Kenya Railways as well do not have a copy of that particular contract as well.
Because it got people worried that there's some public assets that would be put up against the said loan for the SGR.
But
just to close,
yes. I have said, Bwana Masai.
Yes.
Right? Do you want a copy of the contract?
Yes, and that's what I wanted to ask.
Do you want a copy?
Yes, I do.
I will give it to you.
Investigative agencies are being called upon to probe the circumstances under which independent power producers were contracted to generate electricity, yet KenGen had the capacity to increase its output.
We need to know, why did the CS not approve? The KenGen made a request and informed the mother ministry that we are ready to be able to supply power, but those wells ended up being non-utilized.
The committee also querying why the 4.31 billion shilling advance payment made in respect of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport Greenfield Terminal was never recovered, as well as another 650 million advance payment made by the Kenya Airports Authority in 2014 for the rehabilitation and upgrading of aircraft pavement. Olive Burrows, NTV.
And for the record, if you're asking, that SGR contract that was promised by the head of state has never been availed or made available for perusal as promised.